I'm writing to share the information of your birth family. You may also find that your brother Ji-seong is actually your twin brother. What?
Is there anybody, God, are you listening? Cause something in my life is damn sure been missing. Was never searching for it, seems like I found it. To be now surrounded by something I had doubted. And when they told me, mixed feelings and sorrow. Sleep on it, I thought, comprehended tomorrow. But with tomorrow came no answers, no time to process. To ingest what had just happened, so what I'm out of disrespect.
Anybody out there?
Is there anybody?
Cause I know they're still waiting, you're still waiting on me.
Is there anybody?
This project started about 1 year ago. I got a phone call from somebody at IKAA who asked me to perform at the conference. And at the time, I didn't know what IKAA was. I started reading up more about the conference, and I started talking to other adoptees, and they had all these amazing stories about not only connecting with their homeland, but also meeting their biological family. I think on some level, I knew that this could be my only shot to find my blood relatives. Then after that, one thing led to another, talking to Jason Wang, who I work with.
I met Dan on his first day at the office. I got involved with this project because I really wanted to tell Dan's story, and I knew he's gonna need someone to show him around.
I decided to go back and do the birth search about 6 months ago, when we knew that we were going to Korea. The Eastern Social Welfare Society actually got me the form that I need to fill out in order to be able to start the birth search process. And then my Korean name was Park In-soo. So this is from the Eastern Social Welfare Society. Upon receiving the search result from the KAS, Korean Adoption Services, I sent the telegram to the person whose information matched with your birth mother's. She called us back and confirmed that she was in fact your birth mother. Every single time that I've talked to anybody about this, it's been very negative, very this probably isn't going to happen. This isn't going to, oh man, kind of shaking a little. Dear Dan Matthews, I'm writing to share the information of your birth family. Both your parents visited our office yesterday to meet with me and also forwarded their letters and pictures for you. As you may be aware, your birth parents were married and still are married. They have one son and they have a daughter. You may also find that your brother Ji-seong is actually your twin brother. What? Oh,
This is, yeah. Oh crap.
What?
This is crazy, man. Oh, your sister's a cop. He looks just like
No, he doesn't, does he?
Yeah, he does. He looks like you.
There's still a very real chance that, one, that I'm not going to meet with them, and two, that I think that I need to get a DNA test. I think that based off my talks with Robin and stuff, I think that we need to make that happen pretty immediately.
Yeah.
I don't know, it just could be a weird coincidence.
Yeah.
So, but it sounds like, again, based off, I don't know why I wouldn't, Eastern Social Welfare Society, it's got done, I feel like everything up until now has been pretty official though. So I feel like there's a good chance that this might be actually might actually be it, you know?
Crazy.
My name is Lynne Matthews, and I'm Dan's mother. My husband and I were married in 1977. When I was 27, my husband was 28, and we wanted to have children right away. I wasn't getting pregnant, and in 79, they diagnosed me with ovarian cancer at advanced stage. They really didn't think that I would survive, but I kept coming around. I had a lot of experimental treatments. And so I had, I think it was 3 different surgeries, and they had to do a complete hysterectomy. They basically didn't think that I would be able to even adopt because they really didn't think I was going to live. They said if I lived for 5 years that they would consider it. So practically to the day that the 5 years was up, we decided to adopt. And when I first saw Dan, I was so elated. And if you see pictures of me, I look like I was, like my eyes are like wide open. I look like I hadn't slept in a week.
I really just can't remember not being a part of the Matthews family. It's always been just a part of me. Growing up being adopted was kind of cool, actually. I remember kind of embracing the fact that I was a little bit different and that my parents were a little bit different and our family situation was a little bit different. It was always a good different too. It was never really like a bad different. When I was in school, they didn't really say anything about me being adopted. It was more about me being Asian. And so it was really never about me having like, and you would think that like the weird thing would be that I have white parents. It was actually just more about the fact that I was Asian that they fed more on.
When Dan was in elementary school, I think everything was kind of A-okay. He had a set of friends and everything, but I did notice a dramatic shift when he went to middle school. He had a really, really hard time. And I never really understood that too much, what it was.
I found writing as a really big outlet for being, like, I think identity issues back in high school. So I started writing stuff that really didn't make any sense. Eventually, interestingly enough, I met one of the only African-American dudes that went to my school. And I remember going over to his place one day and he had like beats and stuff. And then I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. And so I started writing because of that. And he helped me put together my first album. It's not very good at all. I'm never gonna let anybody listen to it. But at the time though, I was floored by it. I couldn't believe that I could actually record my own music. It's about 30 hours before we board the plane, and I'm just so overwhelmed. A lot of it's just me being just anxious. There's a lot of anxiety, I think. The prospect of meeting this family and being in Korea and being around other adoptees, what could go wrong, and how I think that something bad's gotta happen, that they could be financially off, they might want money from me, the brother and the sister could hate me. For being like out of 28, why did it take me so long out of 28 years to go find them? The brother and the sister might not like me at all. There's a really big possibility that they're not gonna want to really be around me at all. They might be forced to be around me because the parents are gonna like probably make them meet me, but they don't need to embrace me. I'm this weird person that they don't know. It's just gonna be like emotionally, it's gonna be very, very heavy for myself. And I'm ready to go out there now. I can't wait to get out there. When
Dan meets his birth mother, I just want her to know how much he's loved and cared for. I felt like my prayers were answered in that Dan came into our lives, but I felt like her prayers were answered in that he's had a very good life. He's very loved, and I just would like her to know that I think God was watching over both of us. How's the packing going?
It's good. Almost done. Well, not almost done, but I haven't started yet.
Getting there?
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to show you the stuff I got that I'd like you to present when you go over and meet your family. I thought you'd like to see, especially the pictures of when we first held you, and Dad first held you at the international airport.
I remember being so happy.
Yeah. I thought that your family would enjoy seeing some of these pictures.
Yeah, no, this is really good.
I want to give you a big hug, baby. Remember how much I love you and how much I want this to work out for you and extend your family. Just you're kind of lucky you got love from both families now to share. Mm-hmm. And your brother and your sister. I hope I can.
No, Mom. No, don't stop that. No, it's gonna be fine.
I know.
It'll be really good when we go out there.
Yeah.
Dear my son, I'm writing and hoping that this message helps you understand the situation around your adoption. In 1983, I got a job here at Jeddah. We didn't have enough money for the proper housing as we were financial difficulties. Soon after, your mother got pregnant. In 1985, she gave birth at home with the midwife. When I came back from work, I found two premature twin boys. and a wife who was passed out. Both of the babies were hospitalized and your mother was not able to get up. Days went by and I was told from the hospital that one of the boys was recovered. In that situation, I had to make an important decision for all of us. I was told international adoption could provide good parents and homes and give wider opportunities for children. I hope that you understand having you adopted was the best choice I could make at the time.
Just waiting on the breeze to knock me off my feet. When you came through, took me out.
My dear baby, it was raining when I gave birth to you, and it also rained when I was told that you were looking for me. I can't stop crying with joy and sadness. I cannot find a way to describe how painful it was for all of us. When I gave birth to you and your brother, the situation we were in was pretty bad. But after giving birth, my health failed greatly and I was in critical condition. I guess under the circumstances, your father had to make the decision. After I was told that you were relinquished, I considered looking for you, but your adoption had already been made, and I wanted to believe that you had a better life there. I've been living with this guilt and sorrow for 28 years. There isn't a single day that I don't think about you. I always pray the Lord for you to be healthy and well and to be with me someday.
I look for you now in places we talked about. Dear, how dare you leave me without any word or any leads?
Dear Mother, I was very happy and emotional to hear the news that Eastern Social Welfare Society was able to get in touch with you. I'm thankful that you responded to them and that you are happy that I searched for you. The most important thing for you to know is that I'm healthy and well, and I was raised by a wonderful and loving family in the United States. I will be coming out to Seoul from July 29th to August 9th for a Korean adoption conference. I would be grateful for the opportunity to meet you in person. I'm still in shock that you responded and can't express how wonderful this news is. I hope that you are well, and I look forward to the possibility of meeting you. With love, Daniel, Park and Soo.
So much for love, so much for love, so much for
So I finally learned what membership training is. Membership training is when, usually in Korean culture, it's where businessmen bring out people that they work with. They go to a faraway place, and it's pretty much just an excuse for them to drink. But it's very important in Korean culture, though, because it puts everybody on the same level, and ultimately it bonds everybody. They go to a faraway place, and it's pretty much just an excuse for them to drink. But it's very important in Korean culture, though, because it puts everybody on the same level, and ultimately it bonds everybody together. We're playing the Pepper-O game right now. We're doing amazing. Our team's definitely winning.